Okay, can you guys hear me now? Yeah, you should be able to. Hello? Good morning. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone is having a great day. Let me get my little ticker up here because I had a funny little story for my ticker. There we go. Breaking, local citizens severely triggered. Sources confirm it's all caps locks from here. Okay, you guys. So anyway, I saw that Purple was pretty upset about my thoughts on some of the things that have been going on. And I got to be honest, I don't know why the free world is allowed to have an opinion, but I'm not. So anyway, and I'm not going to, Purple, I got to be honest. It isn't just that Gypsy was at the emergency vet while I wouldn't come up on your panel. I need the watch hours. That's why I wouldn't come up. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, so I'm going to make this real quick. There were a few things that kind of came up, and you know, there was a couple of things that I noted in her video responding to, well, reacting to my live stream. And one of those is, let me go back over here. Okay, so one of them is that she was complaining that I talked about her husband or her ex-husband. I don't remember what his name is. So my question is this: if I say, let's pretend your ex-husband, his name is John, okay? If I say John, does that mean I'm talking about your ex-husband? Yeah, I didn't think so. So anyway, I did read someone in the chat, something that, you know, you've defended before, you know, someone just reading something in the chat, not really knowing anything about it. And that's something that you've defended before. So I'm going to go with, you're okay with that, and you just forgot yourself. Good morning, Fancy Glam. How are you? So yeah, we're just gonna ignore that. And there's something that I've kind of noticed that you have an expectation that people would, you expect them to respect a boundary when you yourself are not willing to respect a boundary. Case in point, children, you know, you went whole hog on Jenna's daughter, and yeah, the things that she said about Jenna's daughter, I really, I don't know how you put your head on your pillow at night. Actually, I think the rest of the community doesn't know how you put your head on the pillow at night after saying anything like that. So anyway, you know, there was a couple of things that I noted in your video, and I'm going to hop over here and we're going to take a look at one of them. And give me 1 second. Okay, give me 1 second. We're going to hop over here. All right, and I'm using this under fair use.
I'm a little torn on which way that's going to go. I'm wondering to myself, did I do enough? Did I do everything I could have done? I think I did. I hope I did.
Oh, Dictum's asking for prayers for her dog. Oh no, she says. Let me read this to you. Please keep us in your thoughts. My husband kept calling because our sweet, gentle girl Gypsy tore her leg open on a wire fence. We're sitting here at the emergency vets waiting for them to patch her up. Yeah, not pray for people who are losing their lives or, people who've lost everything. We need to pray for Dictum's dog who's getting some stitches. Like selfish as a motherfucker, in my opinion. So instead of asking for prayers for, humanity and human beings, let's just, worry about a dog. It's stitches. It's not like she was bleeding out or something. Good Lord. Yep, everybody stop and let's pray for Dictum's dog. Like, wow, Dictum. Wow. Dictum's dog is hurt, y'all. Let's pray for Dictum's poor little pooch. Getting stitches. People get stitches every day. But hey, that's the important part, guys, is Dictum's dog. We need prayers. That her dog's not going to have a scar. Poor little doggo. Poor little doggo. Can't believe it, y'all. Let's not pray for whole towns that were, wiped off the face of the earth. Nope. Can't do it. Not gonna do it. We're gonna pray for a dog with a cut leg. Because that's priorities. Right. Right. Oh, she takes her one dog. Why can't she take her other one?
Good morning, Delusional Mint Mocha. Anyway, so first things first, I wanted to respond. Yeah, I have taken Oliver to the office with me quite a bit, but we've been working Gypsy and Kojak into the rotation, and I appreciate your concern that I'm treating all of my dogs equally. That is, it's very important, but no fear, Kojak and Gypsy are going to the office every other time that I work. This morning I didn't go in, obviously, because Gypsy's in her X-Pen, and she has a drain. So, and it was on her front leg, and we could see bone. Fortunately, it was just bone that we saw, and there weren't any tendons or ligaments involved. But I'm sure that you don't care about that. But yeah, like I said, no, I couldn't come up on your panel because I need the watch hours. So no, I'm not going to come up on your panel. So there's that.
I mean, why does only one dog get special treatment, gets to go to the office with her? What's so special about Oliver, huh? See how ridiculous that is? Please hold. No, there's two. There's two of me. Oh, now would be a good time, since I got the circles, to have the eye avatar. Let's see if I can change it. The eyes will be watching.
Yes, New Jersey Robin, we can pray for all living beings. And I wouldn't say that my dogs are my children. I do try to respect my dogs as being dogs. I'm not going to bore you guys with that whole line of thinking. But anyway, so I'm not going to bore you guys. Going to kind of scooch on a little bit from there. I don't care how she responded. Well, I do. I do care a little bit. Purple, you're an asshole. Just, yeah, you're an asshole. So, I know I'm sure that you come home to a kitchen with blood all over it, and that, you don't blink an eye, and that, you're okay with your dogs having 6-inch lacerations on them, and you probably just wait a few days and see if it'll scab up okay before you take them to get stitches. So anyway, oh no, she's not being, well, I guess you could call that being sarcastic. I would say that's, she's just an asshole. Hey, I've got 15 in here. So what is it? I've got, 4 or 5 chatters, and what does it look like? 9 hate watchers. So anyway, all of Purple's people scurry back, tell her saying that she's an asshole. She can go ahead and respond, react, whatever, to what I'm saying on her panel, because I really don't have the time for her this morning. But I did need I do need the watch hours, clicks, views, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, and then also something else I wanted to go over. We're just going to leave this here. Something that I thought was of some interesting importance is I wanted to share with you guys some of my notes of, this whole thing with going through all the live streams, how many times. Hi, Charlie girl. I wanted to go through with you. I thought it would be interesting to you guys to take a look at how much time has been spent nagging at Jenna. Is that what I'm trying to do? Okay. Yay. I'm so happy. My husband taught me how to do the split screen thing where you can look at like a Word document and then your browser on the other side. That's cute, fancy pants. So anyway, here is exactly how many live streams have been spent harassing, and I would say that it is harassing, Jenna. So we've got July 23rd, July 24th, there's 2 live streams that day, July 26th, July 30th, August 1st, August 2nd, August 4th. There was 2 live streams she did that day on Jenna. Then August 5th, 2 live streams that day, August 6th, August 9th, August 12th, August 13th, August 15th, August 19th, August 25th, August 30th, September 1st, twice on September 2nd, September 7th, September 9th, September 10th, September 13th. There was 2 live streams she did that day. And then, oh no, I'm sorry, there was 3 live streams on September 13th. Then there is September 16th, September 17th, September 19th, September 20th. Oh no, I'm sorry. There was 2 live streams that day, September 20th and September 23rd. There was 2 live streams that day. September 25th, September 29th. There was 2 live streams that day about Jenna. And then September 30th is all the farther I've gotten with my notes that I usually, the usual notes, for when I go back and listen to live streams, and how much you are caterwauling about whatever you're caterwauling about. But I think that's a lot, Purple. That's a lot, and Lenny, I gotta say, I gotta point out the whole quote unquote thing that happened with Lenny and the direct messages. If memory serves, there was the night of the incident. Then there was my apology video. And then since then, you and I have pretty much argued back and forth on it one-on-one. There was a brief period where the rest of the community was going at me about it. And, but that's really about it. Oh, there was a live stream that Circle Jerks did. So anyway, but yeah, I gotta tell you, Purple, that's kind of a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. And I gotta be honest, I don't think in this situation, I don't think that Levitt is the problem here. I mean, Levitt is a separate issue. But Purple, you have made yourself a beacon of harassment. I mean, I haven't even gotten through October yet. But that's a lot. Don't you think that's a lot? I do. Because that's, I haven't really had any content since then. So, I keep those, Pooh keeps videos as well. And I don't talk to Pooh behind the scenes very often, maybe one email a month. And I wouldn't even say there's 12 emails that I've ever sent them. So that's about it, as far as that goes. But I thought that was kind of interesting. I don't know if you are aware of these, and I didn't even go through hours. I just did summaries. The hours spent, I got to tell you, it's you probably spent probably like 40 hours or so complaining about this. And that's a lot. That's a lot, Purple. That's a lot. It's definitely, I would say that would prove that you do care tremendously for all of the quote unquote not caring that you claim. Oh, you care. Did you realize? I didn't realize. I don't know if Pooh even realized, wherever Pooh may be. Yeah, so wow. But anyway, there was that, and then I'm going to scooch on over here. We're going to do something real quick. And then we're probably going to, there's something I need to clarify. And it isn't just your inability to listen, but also, make a point that you're reactive. And really, here's the thing, Purple, is you are not in control anymore. And you haven't been for a long time. I would venture to say that Shining is the one who's in control. So there's that. Ugh. So anyway, and I, let me jump over here. Okay. I'm going to replace screen sharing. Hope this is the right one. Okay.
She totally missed the point this morning, but she's so smart and got everything figured out, don't you, dictum? Like, damn, girl, stop it. She thinks she's popular. And when I went in there, she had already been live for, I don't know, a good, 10, 15 minutes, maybe. She had 7 people in there. And I was one of the 7. But boy, when I started talking and interacting with her, she shot up to shit over 30 people at one point. Somebody spotted me there and got on the red phone, and boy, oh boy, they all came in. Right, Christy? Pretty much all of my closest friends are women. But I don't like women, guys. Make that make sense. So, 1-800 dial a bitch. Nobody's turning into her talking about her animals. Yeah, nobody cares about her damn animals. It's like nobody cares about mine. So I don't get it, guys. She thinks she's in with the cool kids, or I don't even know. But yeah, she's done I don't know how many lives about me lately.
This isn't quite what I wanted to. Yes, Robin, there are cybersecurity laws for each state in all 50. You're right. It is educational. And it's how you have to know what to look for. They're not just straight up under cybersecurity laws. But back to what I was going to say. Purple, I don't think that I'm in with the cool kids. Okay. I really don't. That's something that I was concerned about. And I did post at one point saying that I was going to shut things down because I don't, these quote unquote cool kids, a lot of them have been very explicit in their dislike for me. And I didn't want to get pulled into the thing where you know, basically my enemy of my enemy is my friend. I didn't want to get pulled into that. But fortunately, I have waited it out. And it seems that that's something that I didn't have to be concerned about, because myself and there are other people that make up dictum. I'm so sorry. I know. But there are other people that make up dictum. And, you know, but fortunately, you know, I did, I waited that out and they had their say. And so dictum is still here. I'm going to still, you know, be jumping on here every once in a while. I'm writing this down, New Jersey Robin. So I'm still going to be jumping on here, but no, I am not in with the cool kids. And I do want to maintain my autonomy. I'm very proud of my autonomy, because when other people have left your channel, they kind of had, you know, your quote unquote the other side to run to. In my situation, I didn't. The other side didn't like me. And so there's that, you know, so I had to learn to stand on my own 2 feet. And I'm very, very proud of that. So, no, I'm not in with the cool kids. And even if I was, I wouldn't really want it. So there's nothing about being in with the cool kids. I do enjoy being likable, finding out that I'm a little bit more likable than what I realized. I'll admit that, but I'm not in with the cool kids. I'm not talking to anybody behind the scenes or any of that. So I'm still just doing my own thing. And today my thing is bitching about your nonsense and the asshole things that you said about my dog. My God, ridiculous. How much money did you give to the Red Cross? I was curious. How much did you give for disaster relief? Just curious. Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah, that's a fair amount. That's good. But then I'm going to have to hunt around. I have to stop screen sharing and go hunt around real quick to what I'm specifically looking for. Because there was something extra super stupid. Oh, what was it? Okay. So Purple, she said that I claimed that B. Tim was talking about her. Purple, B. Tim does not care about you. Okay? I would never say that B. Tim was talking about you, because he wouldn't be. And I would be surprised if Queen Bee still wants anything to do with you, but that's between you guys. Anyway, but no, let's see what I really said. So anyway, but we were talking about that, how I grew up with this malignant person, fucked up shit that she did. And Purple, I can tell you, you are going to end up alone. That's where my birth mother is currently. I haven't seen her since 1999, but San Diego police kindly report back to me about how she's doing. And she's been homeless for about 20 years now. So, Purple, you're going to burn through people. I mean, look at how many people you've burned through now. I mean, it's like you're just, your heels are just dug in. And I can't imagine. That's, I think, what bothers me is I was going down the same path as you. And it's like, so that there was a time when I was doing the shit that you do to people. And I'm very much capable of doing it. And I didn't want to live like that. And I didn't want to know. And so I don't understand why you would want to live like that. Why you want to have so much conflict in your life. I mean, what were you like in high school? I don't think that's quite the right place. Is this it? Fucked up shit that she did. And a lot. And so I was talking a little bit about how that impacts me. And that is part of how that impacts me is I look up everything. I don't just say, oh, I'm right. And I'm right because I said I'm right. I don't do that. I go back and I look at stuff and I always make sure that I'm okay. That's not quite doing it. Let me come back up here. Stop sharing. And let me take a look and find it super fast. Yes, New Jersey Robin, treat people how you would want to be treated. Some would say that that's the golden rule. And I try to take it a step further, and I try to treat people how they want to be treated. So I guess maybe that's my platinum rule. Let me see. Let me hop back over here. And let me find it, see if I can find it again. You know, and just because I mention something about my birth mother, it doesn't mean that I'm triggered. I'm pretty okay with where things are. Oh, here we go. Now I've got it. It was much earlier in my life. Let's hop back over here. And welcome, Alley Cat. Thank you very much for coming in and subscribing. And I'm gonna share. I feel really bad for what you're doing to Jenna Purple. You know, you've turned into a Bullhorn Betty. Tim was talking about that today on Queen Bees, where you are just going into, Did anybody hear that? Did you guys hear that? Did anybody hear me say that Tim was talking about Purple? Let me hop back over here. We'll go back a little bit. Ooh, don't want to go back that far. Maybe I have too much empathy, but I feel really bad for what you're doing to Jenna Purple. You know, you've turned into a Bullhorn Betty. Tim was talking about that today on Queen Bees, where you are just go into other people's lives for the. Did anybody hear that? I didn't hear me talking about saying that. I said that Tim was talking about Bullhorn Betty. There's no reason for him to talk about Purple. None at all. This is what I'm talking about, Purple. You are triggered and you are spinning out of control. And the Voodoo Sisters, I kind of like that. I think it's cute. But anyway, Purple, the Voodoo Sisters are the ones calling the shots. Okay, the Voodoo Sisters, Queen OG, me. We are all calling the shots. Yeah, none of us, we're calling the shots. And it isn't just because that there's, more of us. It's because you have let yourself get into such a, again, reactive state where, you can't even prioritize. You can't even prioritize anything that you're doing. I mean, if you're like the YouTube equivalent of, an ADHD kid left alone in a white room with a red marker. Just everywhere. I mean, you are completely falling the fuck apart. And I think that it's, and I'm the only one who's telling you, you have no control in this situation, Purple. None whatsoever. So I'm going to have to get off here, but I just wanted to make that point. Purple, you are not listening. And I don't know how to make you listen. So I guess I'm just going to keep doing what I do, and you're going to keep hearing what you want to hear. I guess that's kind of how it all goes, isn't it? But yeah, you're too reactive. Again, you're too reactive to even hear what anybody is saying, to listen. You're too reactive to listen critically and hear what someone is saying. So, thought you meant her were being, talked about. Her and BHB were being talked about. Her interpretation maybe is different than you. Okay, let me read this, you guys. NJ Robin, dictum, no disrespect. I can see where she may have thought you meant her and BHB were being talked about. Her interpretation maybe is different than you. Just my opinion. That's fine. That's fine. I think it's good to be able to see how someone else might perceive something. But yeah, so no, I don't take that as any kind of disrespect to me at all. I didn't see it that way. If I need to, maybe I'm not communicating clearly enough for her. And gosh, I guess I'll work on that. Ooh. So, yeah, I don't even know how I would get her to pay attention to that. But no, Purple, let me reassure you that B-Tim was not talking about you. He was talking about Bullhorn Betty, and on a much larger scale, Bullhorn Betty tries to go into people's lives and destroy them and create long-term harm, sometimes irreparable harm. So that's the way that I perceive you, Purple, is that you're like Bullhorn Betty. Because I don't know if you noticed that not many channels have quite as many people who criticize them as you do. And you have an excessive amount for how small of a channel you are. So you might want to look at that you're doing something that is attracting critics. Like, yeah, wow. I mean, it's, ooh. Yeah, you are, actually, you're generating critics from within. You're not even attracting them. You're generating them. So that might be something you might want to think about, is how you are generating so many critics, and they're, coming from inside your own friend group. So that's something I would think about. And that's about it. You guys, I don't have a whole lot more to say than that. I will look at, oh, that's okay, New Jersey Robin, that's fine. Not everyone comprehends things the same. You're right, they don't. You're absolutely right. There's plenty of things that I miss. And so, that's usually why, especially with Purple, it's like you kind of gotta, at least for me, I've gotta kind of try to zip through her live streams once or twice to find anything to clown her on. But anyway, and I do try to get, Purple, please be reassured, I do watch other channels for something to clown them on. you're just easy work. That's all. So, and I don't even listen to you most days. It's been hard to listen because you spend so much time blaming Jenna for everything that you've done. I mean, that's a lot of days that you've spent talking about Jenna, complaining about Jenna, blaming Jenna, blaming the Voodoo Sisters. It's, you know, is there ever a point where, I wonder if there's ever a point, when do you become responsible for the issue? That's, do you ever ask yourself, what power do I have in a given situation? Sometimes, you know, taking responsibility can be hard. Hey, Proud Marine Mom, thank you for dropping in. I'm not going to be on here much longer. I've pretty much run out of things to say. I'm not real good at going on for hours and hours about something. So, okay, let me go back up here and look at Alley Cat's prepared life. She said, I have 6 dogs and they are my entire life. And at Purple, my husband just brought a huge FEMA delivery to the Asheville, North Carolina rescue. So thank you very much, Alley Cat. Thank you to your husband for doing that. And thank you to you for the time that, you know, you guys have been separated, because it does. It impacts everyone when we step away for, you know, whether it be military service or even just time away, because that is time that he could be spending away. So, but, and so Proud Marine Mom, I'm going to jump off here. I have to go get on with the rest of my day. So I just pretty much wanted to address those few things. And Purple, I'm going to assume that you were just having a Cartman moment, that you were having a Cartman kind of day, and that you would wish ill or put down how someone else feels about their pet. So, you know, I'm up in Ohio, and hurricane is not always at the very forefront of my mind. And actually, New Jersey, Robin, you just pointed something out. So Asheville looks pretty bad. Okay. I've got friends there that I had not thought of contacting, so I'm going to check in on them. But that's about it. So, Purple, B. Tim was not talking about you. I did not say that B. Tim was talking about you. Please be assured that he probably does not care. And I was just comparing you to Bullhorn Betty. He was talking about people. There was a specific word that he had for it. I don't remember right now. So I'm just comparing you to Bullhorn Betty. I know that you don't have the income to start suing people out of the blue. So that's about it. And I don't think that you're, they still might not have a way to reach out. Okay, New Jersey, Robin. Okay, yeah. So, but that's about it. Everybody have a great day. And yeah, Purple, try not to think about Jenna so much. I guess I never thought that you were in this whole thing other than the complaint anyway. So, yeah, the complaint to Iowa law enforcement. I don't know why you would think you were. You've spent a lot of time on something you didn't really have anything to do with, compared to the few hours that I've talked about you. So there's that. All right, everybody, have a great day. Thank